All right, we're live here in the Radio 104.5 Performance Theater with some special guests, Sons of the Sea, who you know they're members. Brandon Boyd from a band Incubus. Has anybody ever heard of Incubus? I thought so. Yes, thank you. And I'll call him super producer, Grammy Award-winning Brendan O'Brien.
That's how I like to introduce myself.
Every time you meet somebody, I'm a super producer, Grammy Award winner, but worked with so many albums that we've all listened to, whether it's Incubus albums, Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots. So, how did the Sons of the Sea collaboration all come together?
We were on vacation together in St. Bart's, taking a stroll down a beach at midnight.
Wow.
And we were like, we need to deepen our relationship even further. I just said that on the radio.
We need video of sand in the background and ocean to really put this in full effect.
Yeah.
Actually, it would have been nice.
That would have been cool if it started that way, right? A better story.
Maybe after you wind it down, but just is it something, because you guys have worked together on the Incubus albums, is it just something that just sort of gradually evolved, or did you make a conscious decision, hey, let's make an album?
I think after 10 years of making records together, we both had some free time, and we were like, let's see what happens when we try and write a song together, as opposed to the way we had been doing it before. So, and it worked out.
Yeah.
Some fun times.
Started with a couple of songs, and that was fun. That sounded good, and we just kept going from there.
Yeah.
I find the concept of either of you having free time a bit confusing, because I've seen Brendan's discography of all the albums you produce, and you are just such a prolific artist, whether it's with your music or your visual arts and everything. So I don't think either of you really have free time. Cool. So you're doing some promo dates here, just in Philly, just playing here. Do you plan on touring this album at all or anything, or what?
I hope to tour the record.
Oh, really?
I
Okay,
think
great.
that the kind of general plan is to put a band together and kind of get out around January or February.
Now, Josh Freese, who is a super drummer, as you're a super producer, did work with you on the album. Any chance that he'll be in that band?
That would be amazing. Maybe you could call him and.
He's not in high
Josh is
demand.
very pricey, very difficult man. Very difficult man. No,
Awesome.
He would be great.
Cool. And you have a book out now also, Brandon, right?
Yes, I released my third book called So the Echo. It came out on October 5th. Yeah, so it's out there somewhere.
Is it? It comes out October 5th.
I'm sorry, it came out. Was it October? Is it October? No, it came out.
I think today's October 2nd.
September 5th.
Oh, okay.
It came out. Thank you. What time is it? All right.
All right. When you're on the road, dates don't mean anything, right?
We've been on the road
Yeah.
for 3 days, man. It's been crazy.
Well,
New York City,
you've weathered it pretty well.
Philly.
And now you're, if I understand, heading out to Brendan to Seattle to do something with Pearl Jam, right?
That's correct.
Can you tell us more about that?
It's a thing for Sirius Radio. I don't know if you want me saying that or not.
No, don't say that.
You asked.
I know.
No, we're doing they're doing a big album release thing, and I'm going out and helping them out with that. So
Cool. Awesome. Well, Sons of the Sea, now we have a studio audience, and I think we might be able to take a couple of questions. But otherwise, thank you for stopping by Radio 104.5. The new album is out. Go buy it. Thank you.
Thanks for
Brandon
having
Boyd,
us.
Brendan O'Brien, Sons of the Sea.
thank you so much.
I forgot to tell her to go back to music, but there we go. So I think you guys want to do a couple questions?
Sure.
All right.
If anybody has any
Does
questions.
anybody have any questions they would like to ask Brendan or Brendan?
I have questions if nobody has any.
I have many, many questions.
I have questions.
Are you doing a book signing anywhere?
I did, let's see, 1 in LA and 2 in New York. And if you guys will have me, I'll come do one here.
I think that would be fantastic.
Okay, perfect. Perfect timing.
Any other questions?
Your brother ever do any other albums after Audio Vet?
He actually just put out an EP under the band name Ghostlight Orchestra. I think you can go to Jason Boyd TV. It's good. It's really cool.
I like those other albums.
Yeah, he's a talented kid.
I know your video is a little explicit and it shows a hint. Boxers or briefs.
Oh, I borrowed those. I normally roll commando.
And scene.
Yeah. I have a question. Why is a female peacock still called a peacock? It's not a joke. I'm actually really curious about that.
Very profound, too.
Right?
I'm just providing music for the. It's kind of what I do for a living.
Your one chance to ask Brendan Boyd or Brendan O'Brien a question. Anybody?
Yeah.
What's your biggest inspiration?
Like in general, like in life? Wow. Stay alive. As long as possible. It's inspiring.
What's your favorite band?
Ooh, I don't have a favorite band, actually. I have many favorite bands. I've been kind of obsessing over Led Zeppelin for like the 5th time in my life recently, with the help of this gentleman. He's seen Zeppelin play a bunch of times.
Hey, yeah. Well, no, I was super, super young, crazy like an infant.
Which makes it even cooler, because it had more of an impact, you know?
All right. Sons of the Sea playing live on Radio 104.5. When I listen to that song, it has a chorus, verses, but there's something about the instrumental part that just has this tension to it that I can't quite articulate, but I like it.
It might have been the tension of me thinking of us walking on the beach and thinking about it. I really was thinking about that.
Well, actually, when I hear
too much.
When I hear that song, you know what I think of, actually? I think of the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the swimming pool scene with Phoebe Cates. I saw something about that was an influence. Is that right?
I'm not thinking about that part. I'm thinking about that part now.
Was it true that actually played some, or was that a joke when you mentioned that influenced the song?
It wasn't so much of a joke. I think that, you know, when you're making music, you're kind of pulling from any reference that sort of comes up. Sort of all is fair game. And so I kept saying to Brendan, like, do you remember that scene, Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Like, there's this part in the song that just sounds like that scene to me. Not that scene had its own song, you know, from the Cars, I think, right?
I think so. I don't remember the song.
Living in Stereo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember the movie?
Yeah. The scene. That's what. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so I was
But
like,
I
let's
think-
make the song sound more like that scene and
I think I'm going to have to go line your song up with that scene and watch it a few times.
see if it works.
And see how it feels.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I
Now-
think pretty much most songs will work with that singing, I'm pretty sure.
Now, the video for that is just not sexy enough. I'm sorry.
The Fast Times video.
No, the video for that song, it's...
Oh, the Leche video.
I felt a little uncomfortable while watching it. How did the song end up with that video? I'm just curious as to like what inspired the.
That is a good question. A buddy of mine had an idea, and all of this, the whole project is sort of it's independent. You know what I mean? There's no like major label behind it or anything. So a buddy of mine had this idea, and we had the day, and he had a little studio, and he had a gang of that white sticky fluid left over from something, and it just all the sort of stars aligned to make that. I don't know
He's
if it was
leaving out the hot
stars.
model.
What's that?
He's leaving out the hot model.
Well, we should do the Brendan O'Brien version of the video too, right?
That keeps coming up.
I'm not going to get away with that.
You float into the room, a ruffled feather. A hint of your perfume is a comely tether. Give back my heart you stole, chase down the rabbit hole. It's undebatable. We come together, we come together, we come together. Baby girl, we spend the night here tonight, till we both are painted by the morning light. Whoever made you must have had talent for high design. How in the world did you get to be so fine? Ooh, ooh, worse or better, but our halcyon days are few. It's now or never. The writing's on the wall. If I can walk, I will crawl. You rise above them all. We come together. We come together. We come together. When I think that maybe I've seen too much, you come around and tell me I'm out of touch. Now I see you, and I need you on repeat all the time. How in the world did you get to be so fine? Oh baby, can we spend a month here tonight? Till we both are painted by morning light. Whoever made you must have found time for high design. How in the world did you get to be so fine? When I think that maybe I've seen too much, you come around and tell me I'm out of touch. Now I see you, and I need you on repeat all the time. How in the world did you get to be so fine? Na 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 na. Now I see you, and I need you on repeat all the time. How in the world did you get to be so fine? In New York, city back when I was young and colorful, I saw a girl, I doubled back, was she the one? Lady Black, cigarette, she rolls her own. I should have known. Would you care to come and talk to me alone? Yeah. Oh, your smile seems so familiar, but maybe we met before. If we had, girl, I was a fool to forget. The deep and sounds and fighting, and she is already in. Should I stay dry, or should I get wet? My hotel, 2 o'clock, dizzy from all the fun. Said goodnight, but Lady Black was on the run. Called her back later on, she was already done. Bloody red lioness, I should have known. Yeah, when did this go one-sided? I didn't fall in alone. Sometimes I wish I never met you at all. If love goes unrequited, can we really call it love? Do I hang on, or should I let go? Or should I let go? Or should I let go? Should I let go? dancing and fighting. She is already in. Should I stay dry? Should I get wet? Do I hang on? Should I let go? Or should I let go? Should I let go? Should I let go?